up, can you do me a big favor? I want you to subscribe, know which side is on, subscribe, ring the bell, and please share with other people. They asked me, so how did you get the audition? Now, there's something called breakdowns that union agents get, regular agents, and I also do believe managers have access to it too. So what it is, something will come up on the breakdowns in reference to a show, and it will have different information that will let the agent know, okay, Chantel will be good for this. They're looking for an African American. They like somebody with natural hair, or let's say she's a feisty girl, or she's got to have attitude, or they may say I need somebody very quiet, meek, etc. Whatever the need is for the character, the people will write a description of what they're looking for. So the agent sends it to me. I look it over. I see if usually today I get really all of my auditions, but less than 1% they will call me about, but usually they email it. So it's important for you to stay on your email. I have a ding that goes off on my phone when my agent sends me something. That's something you need to make sure you do. Okay, I'm reading it straight from SAGafter.org. The national initiation fee rate is currently $3,000, although it may be lower in some states. That's what I did. Once I got my 3 vouchers, I went to Georgia to sign up, which at that time it was maybe around $500. So what I did was go ahead and pay that $500 and then put money to the side to get the rest of the money. Also, another thing you could do is say, Lord, please bless me with a job that will pay for it all at one time. Okay, then the question comes up, so what's the benefit of paying $3,000? Please note that's in 2019. I'm not sure when you see this, it may be subject to change. So what are the benefits? One of the greatest things, let's make it very easy, union, non-union. Okay, I'm on a union set and I'm non-union. There's a possibility they will pay you anywhere from $75 to maybe $90 for non-union. And then for union, they will pay you anywhere from, let's say, $125 up to $200. It just depends, and it may be more. The reason why is because you get paid for extra stuff, like if they have wind, if they have rain, if they have dust, any certain thing that's in our booklet that says you have to be paid for, then you will get that done. They have rules and regulations that the union has to abide by. You can also, when you're looking for an agent and you want a union agent, you need to go in and do a search to see what union agents are in your area or close by that can get you jobs. Number 2, usually in most cases, a union agent will only charge you 10%. But if a non-union agent or a manager, they can charge anywhere from 15% on up. And in most cases, I have seen, let's say when I do a commercial, my contract states that they will pay me, let's say $1,000, and then they will pay $100, which is a 10% commission for my agent, which is a win-win because you're not taking your commission out of what you earned. Please note all contracts are different. They're negotiated. You've just got to trust them. Something I want you all to know is that if anybody asks you for money, it's a scam. Now, they've gotten really clever with this. I know you've heard those commercials on the radio. Listen, we've got people from Stranger Things. We've gotten people ask you to pay some money. I'm talking about a penny. I'm talking about $1. I'm talking about $50, $205, whatever it is. Red flag. Why? Because the union, you do not pay an agent. An agent gets you work, and then they get their 10% and or a manager their 15 or whatever. But if you have to pay somebody up front, that is a red flag. I gotta give it to them. These commercials that they have on TV about what we've seen in Stranger Things, we've seen you in um, the House of Pain, all these wonderful, the Fast and the Furious. We've gotten all these people these types of job, and you could be next. You can be an extra. There's a slight potential they may have got 2-3% people those types of jobs, but normally not because they're not a union agency. That's the key. In order to get union jobs, you've got to be with an agency for the most part. There are some little things in between that's a possibility that you can get in. Like if you're extra on a set and you end up getting a line, you automatically get Taft, Hardley. That means you're automatically into the union. You just need to make sure you pay your fees. Now back to these people who say you can come in, we got a showcase. Listen for this. Well, we're going to charge you $500 for headshots, for acting classes, for coaching, as well as we're going to get you some auditions. Girl, boy, bye. What you need to do is go to www.sag.org, no, sagaftra.org, and then look up and see are they a union agent. And if not, you can call them and you can ask them. Please don't do this. This is like one of the biggest ripoff. Let me give you I'm going to tell you something that in the Atlanta area and to other places, go to this website, love2act.com. love2act.com. The auditions that I've gotten on there, as well as I've posted auditions for people to audition on there, and they're pretty much legit. When I really confirmed that these people were bootleg, because I had an audition, somebody called me, I said, well, how did you hear about us? She said, well, my agent sent me. And I was like, and I said, well, how much did you pay them? Well, we paid them about $1,000. And so don't believe the hype. And if you ever want to ask me, I'll help you break it down and figure it out. So do not pay anybody to help you find auditions or to get you an agent, because an agent's fee comes out of getting you work. Process, write the vision, make it plain. So I want you to make a plan. Now, what I want you to do is write down what I have and adapt it to your life. You can switch and change it and make it work for you. Number one, I want to get an Oscar, because an Oscar is like the Super Bowl for football. It's like one of the highest places you can reach within the industry. Number two, I needed a union agent that will work for me East Coast and West Coast, if possible. If not, get the best agent on the East Coast and get the best agent on the West Coast. Then I need to make sure I have great headshots. Yes, headshots that would tell the story. Set it up, make sure I had the right color, had my hair, whatever my hair was, make sure I had the perfect headshot. Number four would be my resume. This is really the foundation of the foundation. You need to start building and making your resume the best. First, your resume should start off with statistics such as eye color, your hair length, your how tall are you, how much you weigh. Your statistics is what I say. Then you have your film and TV, theater, skills, and training that you have needs to be on your resume. So you may go like, well, I haven't did that much work. Then that's what you need to do. You need to get in. Number five, start looking for work. I highly suggest going to the website, love2act.com. Number two, you just need to be real careful if you go to Craigslist, because I've had some good stuff come from Craig, and I've had some, you've lost your mind. If you don't feel right, then that's not the move for you. Also, backstage, creative loafing, and then get in a group. When you go to take these acting classes, make a connection. I never forget the connections I made out in Los Angeles. Really, that's how I ended up getting my union card. Is I was sitting with one of my friends and she said, yo, let's go to this set. We can do extra work. And who knows, we may even get Taft Hardley, or we may even get something else. And when I tell you that works, because people call each other and say, hey, Chantel, look, this is not on the board yet, but you can go down here and you can try this and let's see what happens. And we work together as a team. So, how did my agent get me a job on Stranger Things? I had to put the work in because all those things and what I put on my list, I'm thinking I remember one, I won an Oscar. Two, I won the right agency. Oh, three, and or a manager, because a manager can help lead to you getting a agent. And then my headshot, and then my resume. Build my resume, and then the last one, build your community. You need to be with like-minded people who will help boost you when you're down and will be with you through the good times and the bad times. This is Chantel D. Christopher with Life Theater. Please check with us next Thursday for part 2 of how my agent got me a job on Stranger Things.